video is going to show you how to create a program for the tune Frere Jacques. So as usual, go into an internet browser such as Google Chrome and type in make code microbits. Choose the first link. And open a new project. Give it a name. And you're ready to begin. So to get to this point, you should have worked your way through thinking about what iteration is, or loops, and thinking about computational thinking, and how to go at writing an algorithm. So your algorithm should have looked something like this. So now it's time to turn this into some code on Make Code Editor. And you're going to follow this fairly closely. There's just a couple of extra bits to add in. First thing you're going to do is get rid of the forever because we don't need that. And the only thing we didn't add in our algorithm was the tempo. So tempo means the timing, how fast something goes. So we're going to go to the music here and we're going to set the tempo. If you scroll down, you can see here it says tempo, set tempo, and we can change this number here if we want to, but we're going to leave it as it is at the moment. So we know from looking at our algorithm that the next bit of instruction has to be a loop. So we've got to go and find the loop, the repeat, 2 times in our Make Code Editor before we then put the music in. So we go to loops and we simply choose the top one, repeat 4 times, do, and then we put the beats and the notes in here. Now we do of course need to change this because we don't want it to be repeated 4 times, it only happens twice. Let's go back and just have a look at the music to remind ourselves. There you go, so you can see that is repeated, so it happens twice. So in our code that needs to change to 2. And then we're going to use the music to play the tones. And this is where you also, the beat is part of the tone. So we're actually going to start with middle C. And there you go, and it gives you a little demo as you go along. Just going to press stop so that doesn't annoy us. It's a middle C because it's within the middle ranges in terms of where the octaves are. That's why it says middle. You don't need to worry about it really. The point is you need to find the C. And then we're going to do the same thing, but this time change it. And we're going to click on it. Oh, and look, you get a piano. So you can then choose your D. And if you know how to play the piano, it's super helpful. Middle D, there we go. And we do the same thing again. And we know it's going to be an E. We're going to put it in again. And it's going to be a C again. And we can test it, of course. And that is the first bit of the tune. And you can see it's repeated itself. Now it's time to do the second loop, which is E, F and G, but the difference is G is for 2 beats. So you're going to get another loop and exactly the same thing, just make sure it's underneath there. There we go, and it's twice again. And we're going to put in E. And if you don't know what the notes are on the keyboards, it does actually show you in the writing down here. Okay, so E, F, and we're going to finally do G. But remember, this has to change beats because it's held on for 2 beats. It's a minim. And there we have it. So let's play it and see what it sounds like. Brilliant, there is the first part of Frere Jacques. Now see if you can improve it. Can you speed it up or slow it down by changing the tempo? And then your stretch and challenge task is to complete the full tune. And I've given you the extra notes that you need here. You'll just need to think about how long they need to last for. I've given you a hint here as well, so you can always refer back to this music to help you.